He's coming back from injury, and this run showed all the right signs. This week's Parkrun Progress Report is looking at Greg Saunders' performance in the Gisborne Parkrun from back in March, 21st of March, where he ran a 26:57. Now, Greg has got plenty of park runs under his belt, 80 total. Obviously, we were looking at this one a few weeks ago where he ran his fastest of the year, 26:57. And he's done most of his park runs in Gisborne, with one in Tauranga, I think, was where Gordon Spratt Reserve Park Run is, and Queenstown as well. Let's have a look at Greg's performance over the last few years. Previously, prior to his knee injury, he was down sub 25 minutes in 2025. And his goal is to get there again in the not too distant future. Let's have a look at the parkrun performance. He ran, Strava says 27:05, but we can see that it was a 26:57, and Strava gives a distance of 4.99 kilometers, but with the privacy settings, it's showing 4.73 over on the splits. Now, this is a very encouraging comeback run, especially with the context of returning from a year disrupted by knee issues. The speed is still there, and the engine is rebuilding. This doesn't read like someone at their ceiling. It reads like someone reconnecting with their fitness, their rhythm, and their confidence. It was a controlled run with strong splits. First split, 5:28, 5:34, 5:29, 5:35, and the remaining 730 meters at 5:09 pace. That's a really solid pattern. What stands out is very even through to the 4 kilometre mark. The clear lift is late, increasing in the pace, and that's a very strong sign. Many runners returning from injury start too hard and fade later on and lose confidence when discomfort rises. Greg did the opposite. This was paced with maturity. There was no recklessness there. The first 4 kilometres sit tightly grouped, only 7 seconds separate their pace between fastest and slowest, and that suggests good self-awareness. No panic early and sensible effort distribution. That's exactly what you want from someone rebuilding. The finish is the best part of this run. The final 730 metres at 5:09 pace. That's significantly quicker than the earlier pace, and that tells us Greg had more to give. His legs were still responding, and he had confidence increasing late. That's hugely positive. A runner lacking fitness or carrying fear from injury usually fades. Greg increased his speed as he got closer to the finish. His heart rate data, if we look at that, as we go through each kilometre, it was 154, 141, 145, 148, and then 153 at the end. Now that drop from 154 up here to 141 is unusual in such a steadily paced run. So there may be some watch read issues or lag with heart rate data, but broadly it suggests he was not redlining. Effort stayed controlled and there was room left late in his run. This supports what the pacing already shows. His cadence, if we look at that, 174 at the 1K mark, at the 2K mark, 174 as well, 170, 164, and then 176 or even 178 at the finish. And that's interesting. The likely story is his early rhythm was good, fatigue and caution mid to late in the run. Then as his intent returned at the finish, the fact that the cadence rises to 176 late is excellent. It means that he could still turn the legs over when asked. Now, the injury comeback context matters as well. After a year of injury disrupted running, runners often lose their rhythm, their trust in the body, their willingness to push and consistency. This run suggests those things are returning, especially the willingness to press that pace late. And that's often the last piece to come back. His goal of a sub 25 consistently, with his current result of 26:57 and a PB of 24:49, I think it was. Yep, 24:49. My honest take, it's a very realistic goal because 26:57 looks like it's controlled. It's undercooked rather than overcooked. Fitness is not fully rebuilt yet, and he mentioned intervals have only recently been reintroduced into his training. That means there's likely improvement to come, especially with consistent volume, continued threshold and interval work, stronger durability in the knee, and sharper pacing confidence. What this run really shows, this is not 26:57 and far from a PB. This is 26:57 with the upside. Huge difference between those two. Where the next gains are, most likely the gains are going to come in the short term. Keep consistently uninterrupted training, continue gentle quality work, and maintain his knee health. In the medium term, those gains are going to come from a lift and pace between the third and the fifth kilometre. Build that pace in the last couple of Ks rather than in that final kilometre. Holding his cadence better through 4 kilometres and then turn that late surge into an early controlled squeeze. Key takeaway, as a comeback athlete to watch is one finishing fast, not the one starting the fastest. And Greg's definitely finished fast. And that's the strongest signal from this run. My overall assessment, this is best described as a smart paced comeback, showing returning fitness, growing confidence, and a clear upside towards a sub 25 in the future. When fitness returns fully, Greg will be able to finish stronger. And what I got there, when fitness returns properly, Greg will finish stronger before he starts faster. So that was Greg's run. Not just a solid parkrun result, but a really encouraging sign that the comeback is moving in the right direction. If you'd like to break down your own parkrun or 5K like this, pacing, fitness trends, and exactly where your next gains will come from, you can apply for your own parkrun progress report at the link below. Ka kite anō, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.